The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host and their guests do not necessarily reflect those of ParaX, its affiliates, or its sponsors.
It's coming.
All these voices. All these voices.
They're not yours. You had no right to them when you were alive, and you have no right to them when you're dead.
That's what it sounded like.
Good, you know who I am. And you know I'm not playing. You're going to let those women go. In Jesus' name, you're going to let those women go.
Is there a demon here watching us right now? Or just watching us right now?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Staring into the Abyss. I am your host, horror author James Hershey Jr., and with me, as always, my co-host, old boy James Ash. How you doing, brother?
Good evening, misfits, sugar ladies, monster livers, demon hunters. How's your fucking night?
Tonight's episode is going to be a doozy. This is Old Boy's Week, so I'm not going to steal his thunder. But I do know what we're talking about tonight, and it's a show that is long, long overdue. So I encourage you to stay till the end of this one, because there's going to be some fireworks, and there's definitely going to be some shit talking. Okay? I'm going to let Old Boy go first. Like I said, I'm not stealing his thunder on this one. I'll be back after he's done to say what I got to say. Old Boy, go ahead, brother.
So, guys, let me fix my hair because I have it back today. I hope you guys enjoy this show because it's one of the ones I wanted to do. Look, first off, I want to wish you guys all a happy Yule. It's the first day of winter solstice, and a happy Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you believe in. If you don't believe in anything, well, whatever, enjoy your day anyway, or the week, because it's almost Christmas and then New Year's. I want to thank you guys for following us for almost 7 years. Next week will be 7 years, technically. That'll be the anniversary show. And thank you, and we love you. So this show is going to be about drama in the paranormal world, and we've done this 6 months ago. So let me get it off, and I'll tell you what I think, and some of the stuff that's been going on lately. And I've been seeing, and I see. Look, I'm going to say this, and it's going to probably piss some people off. And James has been wanting to do this fucking show for a while, and so have I. And I'm going to do it. And if you get offended, I don't know what to say. I mean, some people are probably going to get offended. So, just so you know, if you have small children, you're probably not going to want them to listen to this fucking show. So at least I give you a warning right up front. So, I see so much drama with wanting to be on TV. I'm so sick of it. This where everybody thinks they're famous, or they want to be famous and they want to cutthroat people, talk shit about people, go to conventions and start trouble. I'm not saying anybody's name. It's not just one people, it's quite a few people, what I've been hearing. Or people who watch shows and don't realize that 90% of these shows, not all of it's real, guys. I'm not saying they're fake, but a lot of it's entertainment. We know for a fact it's not 100% always real. They make it look better than it really is, because we do it all the time. It's not as fun as you see. We can edit it and make it look good, and that's what they do. But there's some people who actually believe some of this bullshit. And I'm just going to tell you this. I love paranormal. I've always liked it. I always have been interested in it, just like crypto. Because crypto is not as bad. The whole dogman thing's crazy. I've seen how much shit goes on with that whole issue. But that's a whole different story. And we'll get into that one day. We've done dogman shows all the time. And when we had the guy Chris who did it, people were attacking him. It's crazy how people went off. That's a whole... whatever. People are going to have their opinions, whatever. That's the way I look at it on that one. But get back to the point again. I hate doing that because sometimes I ramble, and I think we both do it. But when you're talking to a fucking camera and we're doing a show, it happens, guys. you have to find, what you're going to think of, and sometimes we're not perfect. And I think you guys know that, we try our best, though. So thank you and bear with us, fuckers. But this isn't just about the shows and the conventions and fake people. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about this. I love people being fans of everything. The point is, you have a lot of people who are only doing this. And I'm sorry to say this. I don't give a fuck you get mad. For money. They're not doing it to help people. There's a lot of people doing that. I'm not saying everyone, so don't fucking twist my words like people lie about everything. I'm just saying, I think there's a lot of people who are in the field to make money. And that is fine. I guess you have to make a living, but they're not doing it for any other reason but that. And be famous. And they think they're going to be famous and they're going to be millionaires. And I'm sorry to tell you, there's only like maybe less than 1% of the ghost population, people who do this, maybe millionaires. And that's maybe. Baggins, we know. Ghost Adventures, those guys, yes. But very slim. It's under like 1%. It's like 1.9 or something like that. Even if you get on a show doesn't mean you're going to be a millionaire, guys. This is where people go wrong. That they're going to be famous. Or they get on a show 1 or 2 times. Or they were a guest and they think they're fucking famous or something. I'm not saying that people do this. I'm not saying anybody's name. And I met people who've been on shows and they've been really cool and they're really down to earth and they actually do shows and they are rich and they do and they're really cool people and they really are trying to help people. But then there's some people who watch fucking Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters, and I'm not saying nothing bad about these shows, but these people think they're fucking investigators after watching a couple shows, and they follow these people or go to conventions and become fanatics and talk shit when shit doesn't go their way, or they get kicked out of paranormal groups. This happens all the time. We have issues. I know hundreds of groups that have issues with people who wanted to do this shit because they saw it on TV and they thought they were going to make money off of it. And they think they're better than they are, and when it doesn't go their way, they either quit, leave, try to jump ship, start shit with other people, try to get other people to turn on people, try to get other people that they do this and they know better, and they don't know a fucking thing. Some of these people are it's like with everything. Like the baseball card. I'm a big card collector. And I used to collect comics, but I'm more of a card collector. And now it's dying down again. But a couple years ago, it was blowing up because people on fucking YouTube were fucking all this. So everybody started buying cards and blowing it up. That's what happens. It's like a fad. The only thing is Ghost has been lasting for a while. The problem is it's so toxic. It's so fucking toxic because there's so many people in this fucking field that are not doing the right shit. They're doing it to become famous. Again, it's the truth. Like it or not, what I'm fucking saying, it's the truth. And people need to hear this shit. Because it's the truth. Sorry, I'm not here to kiss anybody's ass. And I'm not saying everybody, trust me, I'm saying there's quite a few people who do this shit. There's quite a few people who fucking pull this shit. They're only doing it to become famous, or they're doing it to become rich. And that's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be fucking helping people and solving this shit. If there is people who have died and are stuck and getting tortured, we're supposed to help them go to the other fucking side. Or find out what the hell is attacking people. Not making money. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. It would be great. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm not a... But the point is, if I do get on TV, and there's a possibility that would happen with our show. People know who we are. That's how popular we are. The point is, I would not treat anybody any different than I do now. I don't charge people to go to their house. Now, there's people who charge people $500-600 that I've helped and said they're psychics and all this bullshit, and they're getting $200 or $300 a pop. Fuck that. You're doing it to make money. I'm not saying everyone. There's some people who actually do try to help people, but I don't charge people. Now, I've got money for like a donation for gas, because gas is fucking absolutely expensive, and where I go is like hundreds of miles out of my way. That's it. Nothing else. Maybe $20-30. That's it. But most of the time, I don't ask for money to help anybody. I don't get charged anything. That's donations. That's it. I'm not making millions of fucking dollars. I am well known. James is a fucking famous book writer, and we're famous with this show. He made his money on another thing. It had nothing to do with paranormal. It had to do with his books. Look, we're well known. We're not millionaires. You know, we're not poor, but we're not millionaires, guys. We're known by a lot of famous people. That don't mean shit. 90% of people who do TV are not rich. That's what people don't get. I mean, I get it. You want to get fame. You don't want to work again. It's a lot of money. You don't have to worry about shit. Why do you think 90% of people go broke? They fucking showed it on TV. 90% of these people go broke. Even people well-known go broke because they don't know how to manage their money. Just like the lottery. 75% of people win the lottery go broke because they don't know how to manage money. And that's what people don't get. And it's always a fixed scheme. And I get it. People want to make money. That's life. But that's what happens. And we used to do a show called We're Screwed. And before that, Revolution Radio with Eric Wickman. And we were blown up then. But what happened was that's when people started getting offended. And you know what? Too bad. Like, some stuff I get it. But I don't care. And James ain't going to care because I know James is going to unload in his show. And he does. We're probably going to get in trouble for this fucking show. But you know what? It needs to be said because it's been something we've been wanting to do for a fucking while. Look, we're not perfect. I'm trying to help people. James is trying to help people. Our groups are trying to help people. And a lot of people we know and involved with them are helping. And a lot of famous people we know are helping and they're good people. But this arguing and going to conventions and talking shit about people all over the place to the point where I hear it in California, all the way from back east, all the way over to fucking Texas, all over the world. People say shit and we find out about it. It's crazy. It's insane what I hear. Like it baffles me how what happens. And these people who get kicked out of the group, then they go try to start trouble and go get in other groups and try to cause, and they cause all these problems. You guys got to think about it. If you're in another group, and I'm just saying, if somebody comes to me, oh, well, I don't like this group and this and that, the first thing I'm going to do is think that if they're going to say that shit about them, if it doesn't work out with us, they're going to do the same. There's always 3 stories. The truth, theirs, and them. And most of the time, it's 50. So, I'm not innocent. I've never been an innocent person. I could tell you this right now. I have a crazy-ass temper, and I don't fuck with around. I am that person. James is another person you don't piss off. Trust me. In real life. Trust me on this. Both of us. And I don't play this game. Like, I don't put up with this bullshit. Like, I have to keep my mouth shut because I'm different than a lot of these people. They let a lot of shit go, let things go, let it go under the rug. No, I'm not going to do that no more. Neither is James. This is becoming bullshit. Like, I hope you guys, if you ever start a paranormal show or a group, please try to get good people so they don't start trouble. They start acting like drama and causing issues and thinking they're famous, get them out. Right off the bat, you'll know. You'll trust me. Give it a couple weeks, give a couple times. When they start not listening to you, trying to argue, they know better, this and that, fucking get rid of them. Don't even deal with it. You know how that goes. We all know how that goes. People do that shit all the time. They think they know better, and it's pointless to argue with anything. I'm talking about anything in the world, everybody does this shit. You have people who are fucking experts, and people will sit there, well, I read this, and I read that. Okay, you know what? I understand that. But doesn't mean you're an expert because you read something different. You're just taking somebody else's opinion. Find the facts out. Just like with paranormal, find the facts out. Don't just believe one side of it. Always look at everybody's side. Because then you find out the truth. But there's some people, even if you prove that, they still don't want to believe it. There's a lot of conspiracy theories. That's why I don't like doing some of these shows with conspiracy theories. Because a lot of it is bullshit. And it's people who just, it doesn't matter what you do. When you had somebody in 2022 go up to one of the elder guys from NASA, I think which one, he got punched. This conspiracy guy went and got in his face, calling him a liar, and the guy popped him one, and I don't blame him. Just like the conspiracy theories with the Sandy Hook, they got their asses sued over that shit. How do you have people call and threaten and make... Do you know what? You want to believe in one thing, that's one thing, but when you're attacking people, getting in their face, trying to start shit, and then you get mad because something happens to you, you get popped in the face, what do you think's going to happen? I'm talking about with anything. I'm talking with ghosts, anything. You know what? You have an opinion on something, then that's fine. Don't fucking watch the shows. That's what I say. I don't watch half of this shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because it's not for me. I like to really do shit, not watch people do stuff. And then take after their show. I don't do that. I am a different fucking person altogether, guys. I do what I want to do. And I always have. And James does what the fuck he wants to do. He lives in the fucking mountains and he writes books and he does what he wants. And he lives a quite great life, just like I live a great life with my wife, and he does too. And you know what? If it was up to us, we would go in the middle of the forests and get our own land and our own cities, and we would be totally fine with it. That's a whole nother story. Maybe we'll talk about that one show, like I said. So sorry guys, I'm just tired of this picking, and I'm not even involved. It's just I know a lot of people who are, and they're getting attacked and lies about this and another thing is hitting on women all the time and dating each other and getting all kinds of drama going. That shit's got to stop. But you know what? That's with everything. You know what? That happens. People are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to date who they want to date, and that's it. There's nothing you can do about that one, guys. But just watch when you date somebody in the group, because you know that can blow up, and then there goes your group. And if it doesn't end well, you know, this is going to be said, they said this, they don't like that. That's what happens when you date people. That's just how it goes. So, you know, that's just a fair warning. You probably shouldn't bring people in. And I'll tell you an instance. I'm not going to say anybody's name, an ex-cameraman that him and his girlfriend broke up. I let him go to a investigation. No, I love the guy, but him and his girl broke up. A couple weeks later, can't show the evidence because he didn't want to see, he lost the evidence, but I don't want to get into it. But the point is, it put him in a very bad position because of that. And you know, of course, I don't want to see my ex, but it doesn't matter. I have footage. It's a whole different, I don't care. And I'm not, and again, I love the guy. And stuff happened and he had to do something else and it had nothing to do with that. It just, I'm showing you an example. Other things, we brought people in and they start trouble. They think they're famous and and they leave, or they start trouble and try to go with other groups and talk crap. Or we know other groups that we're friends with and they try to talk crap because they get jealous because they find out people get better off or they get on TV. As soon as somebody finds out you get on TV, trust me, watch what happens. People start turning on you. Oh, you're fake. You kiss ass. Oh, you hated this person. You always said this. Trust me. I'm going to tell you something. I've seen that too. I've seen people talk shit about certain shows and then they go on them. And then they're cool about it. Come on. You know what you've said in the past, and I'm not going to use ass to become famous. I mean, you got to do what you got to do with work. That's life. But I'm not going to lie and fake shit to become famous. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go to conventions and chase people around and kiss their ass. I've met a lot of these people, really nice people. And you know what? I go look for the independent people. I've met some cool people. Chris Hadman from Utah. Great group. He's been on the show. Chris Herman. Been on the group two times now. Great guy. Met him. His group's awesome. Love the guy. Had him on twice. Great guy. And I liked him. Most of the people I went there's big, you know, Destination Fear, I guess they're not that anymore. They're called something else. They were really cool. Really cool people. The Ghost Brothers were really cool. The Ghost Hunter people were really cool. Kindred Spirits are cool. the chick from Portals from Hell was really cool. What's his name? Sean Austin's really cool guy. And there's quite a few other ones. Frank Zappa was really cool. I met him, old school. Dave Schroeder used to be in the Hoosier Files, and they got rid of it, but he's cool. Schroeder, I follow him. He's a really good guy. Met him. He was nice. A couple other people I've met, and they were really cool. And then I've met one person, I'm not going to say their name, but you know what? I'll tell you this. I'll tell you something. We bought something from them, autograph, whatever. And they're famous. They're one of the biggest names out there. And I went to talk to him after that. Oh, you know what? Sorry guys, I can't talk to you. He was not doing nothing. We were just trying to talk to him, and we just spent money on his autographs and stuff. And he was by himself. Oh, well, I don't have time, guys. I gotta go. See you later. I'm like, okay, man. Nice to meet you. I saw how you really were. And I'm not going to say who it was, but it was up in Vegas, and it was a couple years ago, but I remember that. I'll remember that one day. But other than that, Jerome was cool. Jerome Leonard was cool. He was also on that 28 Days thing on YouTube. Tammy Giammi. I'm probably butchering her name, was always cool. She used to be on We're Screwed with us. She's done our show numerous times. She was on Ghost Adventures. Had one of the biggest rating shows of all time. Very great woman. We love her. A lot of people attack her, say all kinds of shit about her. Tammy G, we call her. And her last name's fucking impossible to say. Giamia? We just call her Tammy G because we both fuck it up. But she was a great person, but they attack her all the time. Say the same shit. My friend Daryl, he's cool. I like Daryl of Shadows Mafia. Cool guy. Done a lot of stuff with him. My group, both of them, great. Andy Andrews, great guy. Love him. I know he has a lot of issues back east, you know. Couple other Kelly's a great person. Keller Miller, I know of, I follow her, she's cool, like her. You know, the thing in Gettysburg, the ones that always do the bash, they're really cool people. The Berries, I think it's Pam and Steve, and they're really cool. Jersey Paranormal, they're cool. I met that guy once or twice on Hi here and there. I never met him in person now, but he knows who we are, and he's a good guy. I don't have a problem with him. Couple other guys. There's a guy, Terry. His group's really cool. And from Texas. A lot of lower, you know, just like us, independent. I like that, man. That's what you're supposed to do. But that's what I wanted to talk to you about, you guys, on this show. If you're going to follow these shows, that's fine. It's great to like shows. I'm not saying that. It's just that, come on, dude. Like, the arguing shit, I see it all the time on Facebook, TikTok. People are fake. They're making fucking TikToks about how people are fake and they're not true and they're liars. Or they go talk shit on each other and stuff gets blown out here. I even hear it here. They'll tag people and get them involved, trying to get sides. That shit's not supposed to be happening. Bad-mouthing each other at conventions all over the country, in Canada, all over the world, dude. It's stupid. It's not cool, guys. Like, why? We're all doing the same shit. It's not about that. But you can't, like I said, you can't control what people do. When it comes with money and fame, there's no fucking limits to people. They'll do whatever they can to become rich. They'll lie, they'll steal, they'll fuck over their own family. Trust me, I've seen it. I've seen this shit with my own eyes. What happens? It's bullshit. And it's sad. And I had to do a show. This isn't like the other ones. No, this is something that needed to be fucking said. And I don't care what happens. We're going to put this show out. That's the way I feel. You know, the 10 years I've been doing this shit, I love it. I can't get enough of this shit. And that's what I've been doing. Paranormal investigations I've been doing about 10, maybe 10 and a half, 11. But I've been interested all my life. Crypto, I've been involved in that for years, like 20 years. I've been always involved in that. The show I've been doing off and on for almost 8 years. Because before we did Staring, we did others. So I've been on the radio for about 8 years. I've been a guest for 8.5, 9 years. That's where I started being guest on people's show because I started a horror group that got fucking popular, and it still is. It's sad is I elected both of them, but I had really 10,000 people. This is when Facebook first blew up and it was getting big with horror groups. Now that you can't even have a group, too many people fighting it or fucking send porn and all kinds of dumb shit in it. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Leave your comments. Understand that we are not mad at the world or anything. We're just sick of seeing this shit. If it offends you, I don't watch the show. You can't handle the truth. Sorry. I mean, sometimes the truth hurts. And sometimes it needs to be said. And I'm not saying that I'm innocent or James is innocent. We've never done anything. Everybody's fucked up. Everybody makes mistakes in life, guys. No one's innocent. But if we have a problem with somebody, we'll tell you. We've done it before. But it seems like other people can't do that. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show and leave your comments. And there you go, James. Tell me what you think, brother.
Thank you, brother. So what do I have to say here? First off, let's kind of explain a little bit what's going on to the audience. We've done shows before about the paranormal field and some of the problems in it. Basically, what you got going on is a bunch of idiots that are running around talking shit, who don't know what they're talking about, and all they try to do is run everybody else down. That's essentially what's going on. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of para-idiots. Okay? That's what I'm going to call them. That's what they are. They're para-idiots. They're no talent, no knowledge, no class, having fuckwits. That's what they are. These people know nothing about the paranormal. They're just running their mouth constantly, running everybody else down, talking smack about everybody else, and they're clueless. And the worst part is they're going around trying to teach people how to do these things. And the ones that are clueless, that's being nice. Okay, that's the nice ones, are the clueless ones that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Some of these people, they're just flat out liars. They're lying and they're conning people out of cash. And that's screwed up too. You know, I got a couple that I live rent-free in their mind for some reason. One in particular, I did everything in my power to try to make peace with this person. I was nice to them. I tried to offer an apology for whatever I did to upset them. And still, constantly running their stupid mouth. Now, they don't run it to my face. You know, if I ever am talking to the person, they're just sweet as can be. Because that's the way these people are. They're cowards. They're a bunch of sniveling little pussies. That's all they are. So as soon as your back is turned, they're going to flop, 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 flop in stupid gums of theirs. But when you're standing right in front of them, they ain't going to say a damn thing. They're cowards, man. All of them. They're a bunch of punks. Now, usually I stay completely out of this garbage. I don't stick my nose in everybody's drama. I don't worry about who's talking about who and all this, but it's getting to the point where these morons are running down good, seasoned investigators that know what the hell they're doing. And they're driving them crazy, and they're driving some of them straight out of the damn paranormal field, and that's a shame. That's a shame, and that's a loss for the field, and it's a loss for the people that rely on them to help them. And why is it happening? It's happening because some dipshit watched Ghost Adventures or something like that. Not picking on Zach or his show. I don't give a shit about Zach or his show. Honestly, I don't. I'm not a fame chaser. I don't care. I got nothing against him. I got nothing for him. I don't give a damn. But they watch some crap like that on TV. Okay? Then they think, I'm a paranormal investigator. I know what I'm doing. So they go out there and they start running that stupid mouth of theirs, even though they got no knowledge to back it up. So then what happens is one of the people that actually know what they're doing, one of the seasoned investigators that know, will say, hey, that's not right. And these people don't do it in a mean way. They're not saying you're a dumbass. They're saying, hey, that's not how that works, man. It works like this. And they try to offer knowledge. They try to offer help to these people. But see, what they've done is a cardinal sin when it comes to these fake-ass people. You can't call out the fact that they don't know anything. Because then everybody can see they're stupid and they're faking, right? So the second you do that, then you're mortal enemy number one. They got to come after your ass. So that's what they do. They run their mouth behind your back. They go to everybody you know and this person said this, they said this, they did this. Bunch of little babies. That's what they do. Now, if you go up to them and you say, hey, did you say this? No, I wouldn't say that about you. You're my buddy. You're my friend. Fuck you. You're a liar, dude. All of you. I'm so sick of it. And just so y'all know, I ain't got nothing in this. Okay? They're not running their mouth about me. That's not why I'm doing this show. Nobody's calling me out. Well, one guy runs his mouth about me all the time, but he's a little pussy too. He's a dumbass. He used to work for us, and he didn't know what the hell he was doing. He didn't know how to do anything. He kept screwing everything up, and he just completely went behind our backs and tried to sabotage everything. So we got rid of his stupid ass. Because that's what you do to people who work for you who ain't worth a crap. Okay? If they can't even film correctly, if they can't even give you what you need, because they keep screwing it up. If you're doing an investigation, right, and you've got something going on right here, that's where the camera should be, right? But no, this dipshit's filming over here for some reason. Well, let me look at this wall over here. And missing the entire thing that's going on. That's the kind of stupid shit we had to deal with constantly. And we were so nice to this guy. But he just kept on doing dumb stuff. And kept screwing everything up. And then he kept talking shit about us behind our backs to other people. Trying to go and join other paranormal groups. And even after all of that, I tried to make peace. I tried to say, hey man, let's let bygones be bygones. Let's be cool. You know what I mean? I got nothing against you. We're all good. Now, of course, they're going to say we're all good to your face, but then they're going to go run their mouth. Because that's what they do. They're cowards. So that's the only one I got doing anything, ever running their mouth about me. And that's not even really who I'm talking about on this show. Although he does definitely fit the bill. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all these punks who are trying to get on TV and be famous. Who are running down good investigators. People that I know. People that I know and that I respect. And that I know are good. And I know they know what the hell they're talking about. I've worked with them. And you got these idiots who don't know anything. Who come in and run their mouths. And it's worse, man. See, you guys might be thinking right now, oh, come on, dude, don't be such a wimp. So what? Somebody said something. Who cares? Grow up, right? You're thinking, some of you are thinking that. I know you are. Let me explain. Let me explain something to you so you can understand why I'm a little heated about this subject. My buddy, Andy, you've seen him on this channel, Andy Andrews. He's my bro. I've known that dude since high school, man. Me and him go way back. I trust that man with my life. That's how well I know him. And that's what we've been through together, okay? You got people, one in particular, and I'm not going to mention a bunch of names here, so don't get your panties in a bundle. You got one person in particular that went around telling all of the people that he was trying to work with, right? All of his friends and people that he was working with on projects. Went around telling them that he was abusive and that he made her fear for her life and that he brought back her PTSD from when her husband used to abuse her or some such bullshit like that. That's what she's telling everybody. Now, why is she doing that? Was he that bad to her? No. Were there disagreements? Of course there's disagreements, man. There's always going to be disagreements when you work. But she made it sound like this dude is Hitler, man. She made it sound like this dude is slapping the crap out of her every time she turns around. None of that crap happened. But that didn't stop her from telling a bunch of different people that he was a monster. It got to the point where people that he knew for years were turning their backs on him. All because of what that idiot said. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. And in that situation, we tried to make peace. We tried to say, hey, whatever you're upset about, we apologize. You know, there's no reason for you to be so crazy about this. But it doesn't matter. Because, see, the problem is she gets called out as a fraud because she doesn't know what she's talking about, right? She claims she knows a lot more than she does. She's one of those people that claims that she's a psychic all of a sudden. Never was before, but all of a sudden she's a psychic and she can see spirits and she can do this and she can do that, right? You know that old line of bullshit that we've all heard too many times from these fake-ass idiots. So people ask, hey, man, you worked with her. Is she a psychic? Never was before. First I'm hearing of it. Now, is that wrong? Now, you might say, well, yeah, you're blowing up her spot, man. It's not like I seeked out people to tell her that she wasn't a psychic. I'm kind of doing it now, but I don't care. But nobody went seeking anybody to tell. People ask you, hey, you've worked with this person before. What are they like? You've worked with this person before. Are they a psychic? Are they a good psychic? Are they reliable? Those kind of things. People ask us because we're respected. So when somebody asks you that, you tell them the truth. Just like if somebody called for a job reference and you had an employee that was a complete and total waste of space. Just an absolute colossal fucktard who didn't know anything. Screwed up everything they touched. Now, are you going to tell that person on the phone? They were a model employee. They were the greatest employee we ever had in our lives. As a matter of fact, they reinvented the wheel. You should have seen it. They invented a brand new way of doing this thing that we do. Made us millions of dollars. So you should definitely hire them. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to tell the truth. You're going to say, nah, they were a fucking disaster, man. Don't hire them. And it didn't even go that far with this person. It didn't even go this far to say, hey, complete mess, overdramatic, blows everything up, crazy person, right? Didn't even go that far. It was literally just, yeah, we if she's saying she's psychic, I don't know. We never seen it. That's it. But see, once you call them out as a fraud, then there's hell to pay. See, we've been quiet for a long, long time. My policy has always been, stay the fuck out of it. It's none of my business, stay out of it. That's always been what I do. But it's getting to the point, I'm just sick and tired of it, man. You're driving people away from the paranormal field. That's what's happening. And I know that the people doing it don't give a shit. Because they're not really from the paranormal field. They're fake-ass people. A year or two ago, they didn't even know what the paranormal was. They were collecting Pokemon cards or playing that Pokemon ball bullshit or whatever the fad was at the time. That's what they were into. And then the paranormal got popular with all these dumb TV shows they put up. So since that's popular, now everybody's a paranormal investigator. And what's going to happen is they're going to ruin the field completely. They're going to drive a bunch of good people that actually know what the hell they're doing out of the field. The field's going to self-destruct because it's getting ridiculous and dumb. And nobody takes it seriously anymore. It's just a fucking joke. And why is it a joke? It's a joke because these fucktards are messing it up. That's why it's a joke. Now, if you're a good seasoned investigator who knows what you're doing and you've been doing this stuff for years, I'm not talking about you. So don't get all upset with me. But if you're one of them idiots, and you know you don't know what the hell you're talking about, you know you're full of shit. You know it. You can lie to everybody else. You can't lie to me. I'll sniff your ass out real quick. Because I've been doing this 30 years. I know what the hell I'm doing. So I know that half the stuff you say don't make no sense. Now, ordinarily, I stay the fuck out of it. Let you have your fantasy. Let you have your illusion. I don't care. But you're destroying the field. You are destroying people that I love. It's ridiculous. You ought to be ashamed. It's awful. Absolutely awful. So what do we do? Unfortunately, nothing we can do, really. The only thing we can do when these people come around and we know they're full of shit, get rid of them. Kick them the hell out of your event. Tell them fuck off. Probably not going to happen because people try to be nice. They try to be kind. They try not to be abrasive, abusive, and confrontational, but sometimes that's what it takes. You know, I mean, you're just going to stand around and do nothing, and then the whole damn thing's going to be destroyed. It's a joke now, guys. It's a joke because of these people. And they will destroy it. And then they'll leave. And they'll be off to the next thing, whatever that is. Underwater yoga while playing badminton or whatever dumb shit comes up next. That's what they'll be on to. And then they'll be lying to everybody, telling them how they're experts in underwater basket weaving. Because that's the popular thing. And then when that dies, they'll move on to something else. Hula hooping in the nude. That'll be the new thing. Oh, I've been hula hooping in the nude for all my life. In the meantime, they got the hula hoop around their knee because they're too stupid to know how to actually put the damn thing on to start. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous. Some of these idiots are out there running their mouth about good people. They don't even know what a REM pod is. They have no idea. They don't know why. You should check the house first, the history. No idea. Because they didn't see that on the TV show. They're jokes, man. Absolute frickin' jokes. And they're full of crap, you know. You got people now pretending like they're experts in haunted dolls. What the fuck are you talking about? Experts in haunted dolls. How many haunted dolls are there? A couple in history. Not many. But now everybody's got one. Oh, I've got 12 haunted dolls in the car. I'll bring them to the stupid event we're going to. Over and over and over and over again, I hear this bullshit. Let me ask you a question. If your dolls are haunted and possessed by demons like you claim, why the hell are you displaying them at a Paracon for the public to interact with? You fucktard. Why are you doing that? Either one, you're absolutely and completely and utterly full of shit. Or two, you are irresponsible as hell. And you are going to be responsible for good people getting hurt. Which one is it? Are you stupid? Or are you irresponsible? Probably one and two, I would guess. Probably both. Now you might say, James, you go a little hard on these people. The hell, man. Not usually like this. You're right, I'm not. But I am a warrior. I have been my whole life. I was not always a good guy. I used to be the guy you cross the street to avoid because I'd stomp you into hamburger. That's who I used to be. I'm not that guy anymore. But he's still there. He is still inside. And I cannot sit idly by and say nothing as I watch good people be destroyed by absolute waste of space fucktards. That's what they are. I can't do it anymore, man. I'm so sick and tired of it. I can't just stay out of it and say nothing, you know? And some of you are saying, oh man, there's going to be hell to pay for you, dude. I don't care. I'll tell you what's going to happen if you want to hear. That's fine. I don't have any issue. Here's exactly what they're going to do. They're not going to let me come to their Paracons. I don't give a shit. Your Paracons are stupid. Here's another little piece of bullshit from the paranormal field. These people go to these haunted locations and they say, hey, I'd like to do a Paracon at this location. The person that owns the location says, okay, cool. I'll charge you $700. I'll charge you $1,500, whatever. It's different prices for different places. I'll charge you this amount of money and you can have the place for the night. And then you can charge tickets or whatever. You're allowed to have this many people come. So figure out how many tickets you need to sell to pay for the $700 or the $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever the hell you paid for it. So what happens is these people rent the location for the night. They pay money to rent it. Then they sell tickets for people to come to it and investigate to make their money back and a little bit more. That's all it is. They're acting like because they're having a Paracon, they're famous. They're acting like they're big shots because they rented a fucking building. I can rent a building too. So what? Does that make you special? I can rent a building and charge money for people to come to it. That makes me a star. No, it makes you a fucking idiot because you think you're a star. You're not. You're a joke. We all know you're a fucking joke. I don't care if I can't come to your stupid Paracons. I wouldn't go to them anyway. How many of those dumb things have I been invited to? Hundreds. How many have I actually gone to? One. And the only reason I went to that one was because a very, very dear friend of mine was the one having it and asked me very nicely to speak at it for him as a favor. So I did it as a favor for him. I came in and spoke at the stupid thing. They're a joke. They're an absolute joke. Why the hell should I care that you're not going to let me come to your Paracons anymore? I don't care. I don't want to go. Well, James, you're not going to get a TV show. I don't give a fuck. I don't want a TV show. See, I'm one of those rare people that don't give a shit about fame. I don't care. I don't need a TV show. I'm doing just fine. Why would I want to go on TV so I can have a bunch of dumbass producers try to get me to lie and fake shit? That's what happens. Not every show is fake, but damn near every show is fake. And I guarantee you on almost every single show, they have been asked at some point to either outright fake something or at the very least embellish what actually happened to make it more dramatic for TV. Why would I want to do that? I present my evidence. My evidence is real. I come on here on the radio show and I talk about whatever the hell I want. I wrote 4 best-selling novels. I'm doing fine. I don't need your TV show. I don't need your Paracons. I don't make $1 off the paranormal, period. Nothing. I know you might find that hard to believe. I don't charge people to go help them. I don't make anything. I don't even make gas money, dude. I pay out of my own pocket to go help people. I don't need you. Do you understand that? I don't need your TV show. I don't need your fucking Paracon. That means you can't buy me. I'm not for sale. You can't scare me into shutting my damn mouth. Come for me. I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do? You're not going to do a damn thing. That's for damn sure. You're going to keep me from coming to your stupid events. I don't care. You ain't going to whoop my ass. I guarantee that. So what are you going to do? Why should I be afraid of you? I'm not. You're going to talk shit? So what? You think I haven't heard people talk shit about me before? I'm a best-selling author, dude. People talk shit about me all the time. I don't give a shit. I got a great life, man. So while you're sitting in the basement freaking crying, bitching, about everybody else's success. I'm living my dream. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. And here's a little secret. It doesn't matter what you think about it. It doesn't matter to me at all. If you're pissed off, if you're going to run your mouth, I don't care. I'm not afraid of you. I'm easy to find. You know where I am. And next time we cross paths, when I'm at whatever the hell I'm at, because I do go and do signings and speeches sometimes. They're rare. I don't come off my mountain very often for that kind of thing, but I have. And I'm sure I will again at some point. Come see me. Come talk to me face to face. See if you're such a tough guy then. I promise you, you ain't. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the nonsense. I'm tired of good people getting run down by pieces of shit and nobody saying anything about it. Because that's what's happening. Nobody is sticking up for these people. None of their friends. These people that have known them for a decade or something. Well, I heard that you said this from this person. If it was me, I would say, wait a minute. You've known me for 10 years. What the hell you mean you heard? Does that sound like something I'd do? If you're going to come up to me and believe somebody else bullshit that they said about me, you ain't my friend in the first place. You can go to hell on. That's what I'd have told them. But I will speak up. I will call their little fake stupid asses out. If nobody else will, I will. Because I ain't afraid of them. I don't care what you say. You can run around with all of your other little fake idiot friends and talk all the smack you want to talk. I don't give a damn. I ain't afraid of you. You don't matter at all to me. See, that's the thing, man. That's the thing nobody talks about. You're thinking about us all the time. You're sitting there, you're running your mouth about the real people, the people that actually do this stuff, friends of mine, and you think about them day and night. But you want to know a secret? We don't think about you. You don't exist to us, man. We can't even see you. So you're over there yelling into a dark room. And nobody's listening. Nobody gives a shit what you say. You're a waste of space. Truth hurts, don't it? Throw back over to old boy. Let him give his shout outs and sum up and all that jazz. And we'll wrap this puppy up. Old boy. Go ahead, brother.
So I hope you guys like this show. It's almost the end of the year. It's the first day of the first night of winter. It's almost over, guys. A new year coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Misfit Shirley's, Monster Lovers, Demon Hunters. We love you. And I hope you guys follow us on Parax Radio for the last 7 years. I think next week's going to be the anniversary show. Remember, always follow us on James Hirsch's YouTube page. Subscribe. You want merchandise, James will tell you where to go. Remember, you can watch us on Spotify, Parax Radio, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. You guys know when our show starts. It's the same time for the last 6 years and a half. And the best of show, same time. Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. And the best of No, the best. That was the best of show. And the main show is Sunday nights, 12 a.m. Monday morning, Eastern, 9 Pacific, Sunday night. It's weird. But I hope you guys have a good night. It's almost Christmas, guys. I hope you have a good Christmas. Enjoy. Happy Yule. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Merry Christmas. And to people who don't, whatever you believe in, enjoy your time with your family. We love you and have a good night. Misfits. Blessed be, motherfuckers.
Thank you, brother. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Kind of flew by, didn't it? Damn, it went fast. I've told you before and I'll tell you again. I'm always going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't be bought. I can't be intimidated. I can't be pressured. I don't give a shit what any of them say. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to say what I want. And I'm always going to tell you the truth. And like I said, if they don't like it, they know where I am. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Till I speak to you again. Love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do we. Bye-bye.